Worrying, sound familiar? Comes up all the time. You can call it whatever you like. Worrying, overthinking, anxiety, waking up at night, mulling things over in your brain. And if you're a female business owner like me, it's probably pretty familiar. And it's pretty familiar to the women that hang out in my world too. Worrying keeps us stuck. It keeps us so stuck, which seems ridiculous because as business owners, our primary role is to be the solution seeker. Like if I said to you, who's the best problem solver in your business? You'd say, oh, me, I'm the best problem solver. I'm really great at it. It's why everybody brings me all the problems in the business and I fix them. It's also what keeps you busy. But let's not get stuck on that. You are brilliant at solving problems, except for this one type of problem. And when it comes to this one type of problem, you get stuck. You get stuck, you build up this big emotional wall that you have to break through, and you don't take any action. I do it too. Me too. Hi, I'm Sarah, and I worry about things too, and I build them up into bigger problems than they need to be before they even happen. When I was younger, Mum used to say, don't cross bridges. You don't need to cross those bridges yet. You're not at that river. Sarah, why are you building a bridge for a river that does not yet exist? I'm like, what do you mean, Mum? What do you mean by that? What she meant was I was dealing with all the perceived problems in my head, all the things I could think that could possibly go wrong and not the actual things that were actually going wrong. You know what I mean? You know, when you're like up at night worrying about what could possibly go wrong before you've even taken action. What if I send this email for the price increases and all my clients leave me because the price is too high? What if I ask this employee to do their job and they leave? What if all of these things, all of these really heavy, weighty what ifs? And the only difference between this problem and the problem that you are a rock star at solving, the reason that you are the solution to pretty much everything in your business is because you're great at solving problems, but they have to be real problems. And the reason they have to be real problems is they have to be problems that you can take action on. All of these what ifs, all of these worries, all of these thoughts, all of these things that are making you anxious at night, keeping you awake from 1 a.m. until 3 a.m., thinking about all the things that could go wrong, they're not actually real problems yet. And so the difference between the perceived problem and an actual problem, an actual thing that's broken inside your business is one thing and one thing only: action. You can take action on a real problem. You can take action on a customer that says, hey, you're charging too much, or a customer that's not happy with the service that's provided. You can take action on an employee that says, oh, well, I don't want to do that job. You can actually do something with that because now you have something to solve. Previously to that, the things that you worry about are all just thoughts. They don't actually exist in the real world yet. So you can take no action about them. You can do nothing with them. All you can do is think about them, worry about them, stress about them, all of those things, all of those emotional wall builders that then will put you off from taking the action you should take in the real world, put you off from having the conversation, put you off from putting the price increases up, put you off from having the boundaries conversation. And all of it's in your head. And so the one thing we want to get really good at is noticing when we're worrying, because as a general rule, it's stopping us from taking action. It keeps us stuck. We want to notice that. And then we want to go, if I wanted to take this from a perceived problem, something I'm thinking about, a thought process problem, and bring it into the real world so I can take action on it and make it better and fix it and solve it and take my solution. What do I need to do to bring it from I'm worrying about it's keeping me up at night to I can do something with it? Because generally 99% of the worries go away when you take action, and it brings out the 1% that are left. And so we spend a lot of time doing thought exercises, mental gymnastics around things that are never actually going to happen. So when you send the price increase email, if you send it to 1,000 people, there might be 4 or 5 that respond. If you change the tools that you're using inside your business, and so you are having to ask them to work with you in a different way on a different platform, maybe if you send the email to 1,000 people, 2 or 3 who generally have trouble with technology will have problems with technology. And then because you're awesome at solving problems, because you are the super solution solver, creator, solution seeker. I was looking for the word. I find it eventually. Excuse my freaking 42-year-old brain not being able to find words. You are an amazing solution seeker once you have a problem that you can seek a solution for. And then those 3 or 4 or 5 things that actually do go wrong, now you can go and take action through them. And that's it. And generally, we were worrying and thinking and being nervous and anxious about things, we stop taking action. We stop doing things. And so they stay as these heavy worries for longer than they need to. And again, me too. I do this far more often than I would like to. And then when I finally remember and go, I need to take it from a thought exercise into a real world exercise where I can do something with it, and things will get better because you are a great problem solver. You just have to make it a problem first before you can do anything with it. So don't leave it sitting up here, weighing on your mind, causing you stress and sleepless nights. Take whatever action you need in your business to take it from I'm worrying about it to it exists. And 99% of the time, it won't exist when you take the action. We talked about it today inside the community. Lots of people were talking about all these things that could go wrong before they did the thing. I was like, go and do the thing, and then we'll talk about the actual problems. Because until we have the actual problems, we have no data, we have nothing we can solve. And like you, most of the business owners in my community are freaking awesome at solving the problem. So don't worry, because that's going to keep you stuck. It's going to stop you from taking action. Take an action that brings the worries into reality, or not, as the case may be, and keep moving forward. Because the mental weight of your perceived problem is far, far, far heavier than the actual weight, the workload that will be created from a real life problem. Happy not worrying anymore. Happy heavy sleep night tonight, because you're going to have taken the action before you go to bed tonight. Have a wonderful day.